Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY Daily. First, some little disclaimers, no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested right now in HIVE Blockchain, Argo Blockchain, Bitfarms, HD8, KR1, DMG Blockchain, Mara, and Riot. Okay, let's jump right into it. So, not so much news today, but Bitcoin is doing very good right now. 1% in green, 51,400 right now. So that looks good here. So it seemed like, the consolidation phase here is moving now a little bit to the upside here. I think the next big resistance is at 52,000. So we have had a lot of resistance here. So yeah, I think when we push through this 52,000 with a lot of volume, then I think that would be very bullish, and the next step should be the 55,000. You can also see the indicators here, like I like the MACD on the daily here. You can see in January the correction here, it was all in red. Then it turned green, we had this huge run here to 58,000. Yeah, and then we turned red again, and now you can see we're coming closer to a possible positive cross here, but it's still too early to say. But yeah, it looks better now. Also the RSI is close to 60. And when we're above 60, it's often turning bullish here. You can see here 60. So it's a little bit too early because we're below. Yeah, but that would be very nice. Also on my Patreon news in the morning, I said, maybe Ethereum can outperform Bitcoin right now, because we can see here the MACD on the daily. It already turns green today. And yeah, the RSI is at 60. And we had this huge support line here from the daily RSI, which was, for a few months here now support. But we crushed through it since 2 weeks here. But now we're, back above this line. So this is going to be very interesting here, whether we can hold this line. If we can, that would be, in my opinion, very bullish. Yeah, we will see. Everything looks a little bit better right now. Okay, let's go to the miners. So HIVE has a very good day, I think, because of Ethereum and all the bullish news. The financial results were very good. They have a huge quarter right now, so it seems like everything is working right now for HIVE Blockchain. 11% in green. Had a good start today, but now it's dropping again a little bit in green, and Bitfarms also a little bit. Argo Blockchain is in red today. They announced some dilution. I will talk about this later. And Riot and Mara also, close to zero, nothing big here. What's interesting is, when we have this recovery in January, Mara and Riot were the first one to move to the upside. Right now it looks the Canadians are, but it's too early to say. We have to wait a little bit for the big recovery here when Bitcoin goes above 55,000 or makes a new all-time high. Then it's going to be interesting whether the US stocks like Riot and Mara can outperform the Canadians again at the beginning, and then later the Canadians, they are running hot and outperform the US stocks. So we will see. Let's move on. We have Voyager Digital, which has this crazy app here for exchange, for getting yield and all these things. And this is a very interesting company. I was not aware that 5 days ago they were at above 20 Canadian dollars, I guess. I think it's Canadian dollars here within the correction. So that was very interesting. I think there was some very good news. I don't know. I have to look for this. But then we had also a big drop here to 10 or 11 or something like this. Now we're back. So that looks very interesting, this chart. I will have a closer look to this in the upcoming days. Then we have DMG Blockchain. Still a little bit down here. But I hope we can get some news soon here from DMG Blockchain. We will see. Yes. Then we have Bangsa Holdings, which is also something like an exchange, which is like 20% in green right now. CryptoStar 26, so they had a huge drop in the last few days or weeks. Now recovering a little bit. Then we have SOS. A lot of people talk about SOS. Now, right now the stock looks not so good. Maybe I will take a deeper look into it. But I saw a lot of videos. I think there's not enough information to make a deeper analysis. That's why I don't do it right now. Okay, so let's move on. Then we have some news from Argo Blockchain. So the Argo Blockchain announced the closing of fundraising, so they started today. The fundraising has raised approximately £26.8 million through the placing of 9.6 million new ordinary shares and some other shares and so on for 200 pence per share. And it's now 13 million.4 new ordinary shares. So this is a dilution of approximately a little bit more than 3%. So it's not big, but it's a lot of shares. We can see the price here of Argo Blockchain in UK here. It's 250 pence. So it's a discount of 20%. I saw Mateus from Funky Finance. He said it stinks a little bit, this big discount for this institutional investors here. We can argue this. That's true. I mean, it's a big discount. But we also have to be fair to say that these stocks are very volatile. I mean, Argo is very stable right now, that's true, but last week we had some other stocks. There was one other stock, I had a closer look to it, and this institutional investor last week, he bought at 3 Canadian dollars per share, and on Friday the stock dropped to 1.7 Canadian dollars or something like this. So the discount didn't help, and this could happen to Argo too if Bitcoin drops to 40,000 tomorrow. So I think these institutional investors, they want this discount to be a little bit safe for these huge drops. And I mean, Argo is now raising a lot of cash. I hope they can use it for some good stuff. So they want the net proceeds of the fundraising will be used to fund the Pluto investment as described in the fundraising announcement, pursue strategic opportunities in crypto mining, capital investment, DeFi, Web 3.0 initiatives, and general working capital purposes. So I think it's good to have some cash right now because they want to hodl all the Bitcoins, so you need cash. Then they want to maybe buy some mining machines. They want to make more DeFi Web 3.0. The thing is that Peter Wall didn't disappoint us in this year. So I think he has a plan for this money. And if he has a good plan, I'm okay with this dilution. We will see when there's a good investment or something like this. I mean, Pluto, I think it's going to be very interesting. Maybe not for me to invest directly in Pluto, because the thing is, when they go public, I mean, they're not stupid. When they do the IPO, the hype will be big. And when we get the shares, they're going to be expensive, I guess. Maybe not, but that's what I think. That's the same with Coinbase, IPO, which is valued at 100 billion or so. So all the big guys, the whales, will get the shares first. And at the end, we will get the shares when they're overpriced. So that's why I don't like these IPOs in the bull run. I mean, I understand it because they want to raise a lot of cash. But I really like more these IPOs in the bear market. Then you wait a little bit, the stock drops close to zero, and then you buy. That's what I like. I don't like these hyped IPOs. But we will see. Maybe with Pluto, the market is not mature enough to understand it. So maybe we have some opportunities there. We will see. Okay. So Argo, some dilution here. Argo has big plans in Texas, which they announced. We will talk about this a little bit later. Then I missed someone here with Diggy Host. Diggy Host is a miner. They're mining in Buffalo, and they mined 35 Bitcoins in February. I think in January it was like 31, 32 Bitcoins. And they're hodling. They say they have now, I think like 218. Here 218 Bitcoins on the balance sheet. So that looks like a nice miner. I need more financials now. I will wait for the financials for the last quarter to make some deeper analysis here. I mean, what was not so nice was this offering here. I think it was way too cheap. The discount was huge for this investor here, and 4 million are also not so big. That was not so good. They're growing, and they have right now, I think, like 189 petahash. yeah, and they're growing. So we will have a closer look to Diggy Host. Maybe then they can grow bigger and mine more Bitcoin. So that could be an opportunity for us. Okay, let's move on. We have the difficulty adjustment. So the last one, it was 4 days ago, it was minus 1.3%. So again, the difficulty is not rising big right now since the last few weeks. And yeah, I can show you here bitinfocharts.com. We can go here to the difficulty. Where is the difficulty? Mining difficulty per day. So yeah, this is the last year, and we can see here since January, okay, there we had a big move here, but then since the January 10th or so, it's very stable here. And if we go to October, we were at 17.5 T, and we're now at, yeah, it dropped, and we're now at 19.5. So this is 10% increase, and Bitcoin price increased like 500%. Yeah, and that's the big advantage right now of the miners. Yeah, because also of this chip shortage, it's difficult to get cheap machines right now. But if you have already hash rate, and a lot of our miners, they have a lot of hash rate right now, or have some disclosed hash rate, yeah, then they can make a lot of money, because for the competition, for the new competition, it's going to be very, very difficult. Yeah. Then we have this price chart here, which compares the 2013 bull run. This is this line here, which was crazy since the halving, and then we have the 2017 bull run, which seems now a little bit a lagging bull run, and we are now in between on a relative scale here. So this line here, so this is a logarithmic chart. You have to be aware of this. That's why this average line here, this dark blue, it's in the middle, but it is in the middle. And yeah, we are very close to this line right now here. The orange one is our bull run now. So we can see that we decoupled here since a while from the 2017 bull run, and we're now following this line here, which suggests that we could be at 370,000 per Bitcoin in May 12th. So yeah, this is a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, but this is the big picture. Yeah, you know, my goal is 200,000. I think that would be enough. Yeah, but I think everything is possible. You can see it on this chart here. Very interesting in my opinion. Yeah, and then I want to talk a little bit about Texas, because a lot of companies, or mining companies or HPC companies, they're going now to Texas, or now about Texas here. So yeah, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the energy there. So first of all, we have Argo. They want to build this 200 megawatt facility there within the next 12 months. And they have the option for 800 megawatt overall. So I think in the next bull run, we will see, so in 4 or 5 years, we will see these 1 gigawatt mining companies. So 500 megawatt, 1 gigawatt. So I think they will grow to giants over the next bear market when they do smart moves now and can make a lot of cash, raise maybe some cash at the top or so. And then they will have time in the bear market. The bear market is always the building phase to build these huge facilities. So I think our miners, I mean, Hut 8, for example, they said that the energy companies there, they will build some 800 megawatt in conventional power generation and 400 megawatt in wind parks. So I think that they will build maybe in Alberta a big data center. We will see. There's nothing announced or something like this, but that's what I would do. Then we have Argo Blockchain, which is going to Texas, possible 800 megawatt over the next few years. Then we have HIVE Blockchain. I think they will also build a bigger data center over the upcoming years, and so on. Then we have Bitfarms. They have now like 5 exahash disclosed for 2022. So I think they're planning also a very big facility, like 200 megawatt or so, 150, 200 megawatt. Yeah, then we have Marathon, which should build right now a 350 megawatt facility in the north for this hydropower there, because they have also a lot of miner, like 10 exahash disclosed. So then the next bull run, after this bull run, we will have these 1 gigawatt mining companies, and yeah, that's gonna be a lot of energy. And yeah, a lot of people ask me, why Texas? And yeah, first of all, I think Texas has a lot of space here. So yeah, there's a lot of space to build these data centers. Then they have a lot of energy. So yeah, it looks like that a lot of it's 45% is gas, natural gas, which I think they do it from fracking there. Then we have yeah, a little, very little. So this is the electricity generation here. So 45% is from natural gas, basically no petroleum. Coal-fired is 19%, nuclear is 10%, renewable, hydroelectric, so 0.4, so not a lot hydro. But other renewables, solar, wind, etc., it's 26%. So this share here is growing very big right now, and I think this will grow a lot bigger in the upcoming years. Because when I talked to Frank Holmes from HIVE Blockchain, he told me that they that all these fracking holes there and so on, they use sometimes renewable energy like the wind turbines or solar to power these fracking stations there and so on. So there's a lot of renewables right now built up, and I think this share of the renewables will grow very big, maybe to 50% in the upcoming years or so, because I think Texas will want to get less dependent on oil and gas. So this is a very good part, and that's why I think they attract all these data centers, because yeah, often it's about money. So maybe there's some benefits or so for these companies, and they have a lot of gas, which is a very good combination, because these renewables like wind and solar, they are very volatile. So in the night you have no solar, for example, and when there's no wind, you have no wind. Electricity generation. So yeah, you can do this with gas to stabilize the grid and to supply these data centers. And if there's a lot of wind and a lot of solar power, then you can shut down these gas-fired power plants, but they can move very fast, and that's very good. That's very important. So I think that's a very good combination from this side here, which is very attractive. And the prices are very low. I read something about 3 cents per kilowatt. So yeah, this is very cheap there. And I think they have a lot of sun there in Texas. There should be a lot of wind there, because they have a lot of wind turbines, and yeah, they have a lot of gas. So there's a lot of energy there, and cheap energy, and that's very good. And you can see, I mean, this country is huge. There's a lot of space to build these huge data centers. I think there should be a lot of sun. Yeah, very interesting, and it seems like this is gonna be a mecca for these miners. Yeah, but it has also some disadvantages. I mean, there are some storms here, because here's the Gulf of Mexico. So, and there was a snowstorm in winter and so on. So yeah, there's always some risks here. Yeah, but okay, another risk is, or it's not a risk, but when you're mining in Canada, for example, the temperatures are lower, a lot lower, and you have to spend less money for cooling. So I think in Texas you have to think a lot more about cooling these machines, because the summer is there very hot. So yeah, they will have to make other solutions than when you're mining Canada here. So this is going to be very interesting, what kind of these solutions are. What I know is there's, for example, Peter Thiel. He was a co-founder, I think, of PayPal. He is big in Bitcoin. He is big in Block One. I think this is one of his companies, and he is Layer One, which is a mining company which mines with renewable energy. So he's building a data center in Texas too. Then we have Argo Blockchain. Then we have Bitmain. Then we have Northern Data, the German company, which is building a 1 gigawatt data center there. So there's a lot of build outs there right now in Texas. So, and yeah, and there's some, I think Stu Ennis from HUD-H, he tweeted something about the ESG FUD around Bitcoin. So it basically means, yeah, a lot of people, these so-called environmentalists or other people, they tell us that Bitcoin is consuming too much energy, and that's why it's bad. That's why I want to elaborate a little bit on this one, and I will make a bigger video about this, a very big video. I have a script for this one, because energy is my, yeah, I'm good in energy. So I will talk about this, but I have yeah, I have to take some time to prepare this. This should be a good video because possible a lot of people can watch it. But first of all, a little short thing here that yeah, on the CoinShares report here from 2019, it was 73% of mining was with renewables. So a big part of mining is with renewables. Yeah, and then the people say, yeah, but then you cannot use the renewables for other stuff. Yeah, that's possible. But first of all, you have to ask yourself, what other stuff are you want to use Bitcoin? For example, you want to use the electricity. I mean, all these people, they say, oh, these miners, they're stealing our electricity. Yeah, there are a lot of examples where energy is wasted. And I don't think we waste the energy with Bitcoin. I mean, with Bitcoin, we have a new monetary system which can probably change the world and improve the world big time. And I think it's worth to spend some electricity, especially when the majority is with renewables. So this is a city here in Canada. It's just a small part, but the whole city looks like this. So every second, or more than, yeah, a lot of gardens here, they have these swimming pools in here. And this is in Canada. This is not in Texas or in Brazil or something like this. I mean, Canada, they have a big winter there. And all these pools, they have these electrical pumps there. They're pumping like 8 hours a day and so on. They have sometimes heaters there, electrical heaters, which, yeah, consume a lot of electricity. And yeah, I mean, when you have a swimming pool in your garden, I mean, I calculated this. I was thinking about this too, but I calculated, yeah, maybe I will use it like 0.5% of the year. So a year has 8,760 hours. And yeah, I will use it a few hours a year. So I calculated like 0.5%. Is it worth to spend all this money and to consume this electricity for this short period of time? Maybe now it changed a little bit because of COVID and all the things. There's no public swimming pool anymore and so on. But yeah, this was before. And there's a lot of other stuff. There's the Christmas lightning. There's a lot of energy waste in the world. And then the people are complaining about Bitcoin, which really uses these abundant renewable energies. Let's say in northern Canada, where all these big hydropower plants in, they're happy about some stable consumption sometimes. Or in Sweden, for example, where it's HIVE Blockchain and so on. Yeah, so you can discuss this. And I have another example. For example, Frank Holmes, he tweeted that he's running, or I saw an interview today on YouTube. He said, yeah, he's running a marathon every week. So he tries to, a few miles every day, like 6 or 7 miles every day to get the marathon every week, which is very cool. And I think, when you do sport, when you're active, when you shape your body to be also have a clear mind, then you use a lot of calories. You burn a lot of calories, and that's basically the same energy as the electricity. I mean, calories is if you eat food, this has also energy. Calories, it's the same as watt seconds or something like this. It's also energy. So is it better to sit at home and do nothing and do not burn some energy? Or is it better to be active, to have a good body, to be clear in your mind? Because I think you need a healthy body to have a healthy mind, in my opinion. So what is better? Sitting at home and do nothing and to consume less energy? Or is it better to consume some energy and do something good for you, for your body, and for the other people? Because when you have a fresh mind, you will help others more than if you don't. So just think about this, and I think it is the same with Bitcoin and with all the consumers. Electricity consumption or energy consumption is not always bad. It's always about the source of energy, and it's always about for what is it consumed. There are some things, I don't think that everyone needs a swimming pool in his garden with this I mean, everyone can do what he wants, but we should not complain about the Bitcoin electricity consumption. Please, I think a lot of my viewers here, they like Bitcoin, and that's why they don't complain. But all these other people, I mean, they're complaining about this Bitcoin electricity consumption. I don't know what cars do these guys drive, or what they're eating, or do they have a pool in the garden? I don't judge them. They can do what they want, but please don't blame Bitcoin for the electricity consumption. It's a lot better monetary system than the existing one, the old one. It can transform the world, and it's worth every kilowatt hour it consumes, that's for sure. Okay guys, so I think that's it for today. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.